All right. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today to learn more about CRCC Asia's internship program in Manchester in the UK. I'm really excited to talk to you about all the different professional opportunities and cultural experiences that the city has to offer. So let's get started. Oh, and my name is Jessie Rutkowski. I am the University Partnerships Manager for CRCC Asia. So I work with all of our university partners to help develop programming for them. So I first want to talk a little bit about why you should intern abroad. You have a lot of different choices when it comes to education abroad, whether you choose to do a faculty-led trip or a traditional semester abroad, and they all are great experiences and have their own benefits. So these are some of the benefits that you'll receive from an international internship. First and foremost, it's an opportunity for you to gain a new perspective in your career field. It's a way for you to see your industry from a completely different lens. Many of you have probably completed an internship in your home country before, and that's great. But this is really a way for you to be able to kind of compare and contrast the way that business or IT or marketing is done in the UK compared to your home country, because it really will be completely unique. It's also a way for you to further develop your global network. The connections that you build in school, in your internships, and other aspects of your life will become crucial for you and your future career. So, while you're completing an international internship, you'll be working closely with a supervisor at your company, as well as many coworkers. And then you'll also be living on the ground with many of CRCC Asia's other interns, not just from the US, but also from Europe and New Zealand and Australia. So you'll be able to build not just those professional connections, but also some personal ones as well. It's also a way for you to expand your resume and CV. Throughout your internship, you'll be completing project-based work. So that those are all skills and projects that you'll be able to add to your resume, and you'll be able to talk about them on any interviews that you do and be able to apply them to your future career. And last but not least, it's a way for you to further develop your personal growth and independence. When completing an international internship, you'll be forced out of your comfort zone on a daily basis, whether it's learning how to navigate your way through the city and using the public transportation, to navigating your way in the workplace and learning how to overcome any cultural barriers, or learning how to use new skills and software. So it's really a way for you to grow as a person. So now we can get into why you should intern in Manchester and some of those reasons that make Manchester such a great and unique city. At a glance, Manchester is known as being a cultural and creative hub in England. It's the country's third largest city, and it actually can offer students a more authentic British experience than perhaps London, because London is such an expat city. And Manchester also offers, a great experience abroad at a more affordable price. And it offers a lot of diverse sector placements in business, IT, marketing, PR, advertising, as well as NGOs and charities. As you can see, Manchester is located in northern England. It's really close to the city of Liverpool, and it's about a 4-hour drive or train ride to London. So it's in a really accessible area of London where you can get around to different locations. And as I mentioned before, Manchester is really known for being a cultural and creative hub. And actually that's where BBC has their regional headquarters. So there, it really solidifies all the different media and creative opportunities that are there. And in this neighborhood called the Northern Quarter, where BBC is located, it's a great spot for shopping and going to coffee shops, and you can really feel that entrepreneurial spirit there. So it's a great place to check out while you're there. You can also catch the football fever when you're in Manchester. It's actually home to not one, but two football clubs, Manchester United and Manchester City. So I don't think they're in season when you'll be there in the summertime, but you can definitely feel the love and the passion for the sport throughout the whole city. Uh, And what's known as the Peak District is not far outside of the city. It became the first national park in the United Kingdom in 1951, and it offers a lot of fun outdoor activities like hiking and biking, and there's a lot of local events that are hosted there. So it's a nice way to get outside and experience the fresh air while you're in Manchester. And like I said, Manchester is in a very centrally located place within England. So it's really easy to take a weekend adventure to Liverpool or to London or to Scotland. And, the transportation there, whether you take a train or you rent a car or fly, it's pretty accessible and affordable for you to do so. So now I'll tell you a little bit about some of the internship program details, more of the logistical info. Some of the top career fields in Manchester, where there's a lot of opportunities within, are business and entrepreneurism. So we work with a couple companies there that are in the travel or airline business, property management, e-commerce, as well as fintech. And because of it being a creative hub, there's a lot of opportunities also for marketing, media, and communications. So some of the internships could be within digital marketing, advertising, graphic and web design, content creation, and social media. There's a lot of computer science and IT placements as well. So we work with companies that are doing AI for businesses and education, business management software companies, and app development. And last but not least, there's great opportunities to work with an international development, non-governmental organizations, and charities. So some of the notable companies that we work with are working towards causes within mental health, poverty, youth mentorship, homelessness, and sustainability. And so, what is included in your program? Our core program components are your guaranteed internship with an English speaking supervisor in one of your three career fields of your choice, visa processing and support. Your fully furnished accommodation is included, and they typically are double occupancy rooms with single bedrooms and then a shared kitchen and living space. CRCC Asia will also pick you up from the airport when you arrive in Manchester, followed by a full cultural and health and safety orientation. And then we'll even drop you off at your internship on your first day. We also host a lot of events throughout your internship. We usually they're weekly. They can be either cultural events, business seminars, or community outreach events. And then most importantly, we have 24-hour support and guidance from our program teams that are on the ground in Manchester. And some additional inclusions include a formal welcome and farewell dinner. You'll receive a welcome pack at orientation with a SIM card and a travel card with enough money to get you through your first week or so, but then you will be responsible for topping it off with more funds. And then finally, access to our alumni network upon the completion of your program. So some of the events that we throw throughout the internship, as I mentioned, they are either business seminars, community outreach events, or cultural events. These are some examples of ones that we've done in the past. So we had a Manchester Young Professionals networking event where you can meet other professionals that actually, live and work in Manchester. For a community outreach event, a local organization that promotes mental health did a fundraising hike. That was up in the peaks. And then for a cultural event, we sometimes take students to tour the BBC studios, which is always very popular and a lot of fun. And some of our suggested weekend adventures that you can do in your free time, you can explore the Manchester Cathedral if you're really into beautiful architecture and religious history. You can take a look at how it's been restored over the years. There's also the National Football Museum, which is the only museum of its kind in England, and its mission is to explore how football has impacted society. And lastly, you can go shopping in Affleck's, which is a popular building um, that is home to many eclectic shops and galleries. So you can find anything in there from art prints and paintings to clothing, jewelry, and other little knickknacks that it'd probably be a great place for you to find souvenirs to bring back to your friends and family. So now I will open it up for any questions. If you have any, you can go ahead and type them into the Q&A, or you can feel free to also email them at internships@crccasia.com, and we'll get back to you with any questions that you might have. Again, please email us if you have any questions, and thank you so much for your time tonight.